Great. So I randomize the seats. We've got Anu in seat 1, Jack in seat 2, Pat in seat 3, and Ian in seat 4. So round 1, question 1 for Anu, if everyone's ready.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Yes, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Cool. And congrats on making the final, and congrats to our 2 first-time finalists. Very exciting. Great. So round 1, question 1. An elite set of pacemakers was assembled for Eliud Kipchoge's record-breaking Ineos 159 challenge. At age 19, the youngest pacemaker at the event had what surname? He's also the youngest of 3 running brothers, the middle of whom picked up bronze in the 1500 meters at the 2017 World Championships.
Nagie?
Wrong. Jack?
Ingebrigtsen.
Correct. Yeah. Ingebrigtsen, specifically Jakob in the race. Question 2 for Anu. The premiere of which opera saw the first goat trill when a castrato wearing a tight corset produced a strained note that resembled bleating? This opera premiered in Mantua in 1607 and is the oldest to be consistently performed.
L'Orfeo?
Correct, yeah. And L'Orfeo, that's right. And question 3. Featuring dishes such as lomo saltado and arroz chalfa, chifa is a fusion cuisine influenced by Chinese immigration to what country? Cuy and ceviche are popular dishes in the local cuisine of this country. Ten seconds.
Spain?
Wrong. Pat?
Peru.
Correct, Peru. Yeah. Cuy is the local name for guinea pig. And question 1 for Jack. In a 2016 match against Genk, who became the first and only player to score 5 goals in a Europa League match? This Basque legend made over 300 league appearances for Athletic Bilbao, and he played for Spain 13 times.
Garcia.
Rob? Ian?
Pass.
Anu?
Pass.
Pat?
Pass.
That's Aritz Aduriz. Question 2 for Jack. The Dostoevsky novel Crime and Punishment inspired the plot of Norte, The End of History, a film by what Filipino director?
Rizal.
Rob? Ian?
Pass.
Anu?
Pass.
Pat?
Pass.
That is Lav Diaz. And Lav Diaz. And question 3. Every episode of what classic police procedural opens with a daily briefing from the desk sergeant? This 80s cop show won 26 Emmys and concerned a station run by Captain Frank Farillo.
Skins.
Sorry?
A pass.
Okay. Ian?
Hill Street Blues.
Correct. Yeah. Hill Street Blues. And question 1 for Pat. Favored by Warren Buffett and Benjamin Graham, what investment strategy involves buying stocks that, according to some underlying theory of the market, appear to be underpriced?
Value investment.
Correct. Yeah. Value investing. That's fine. Question 2. Despite its remote location, what beautiful fjord is among the most visited places on the South Island of New Zealand? Mitre Peak rises above this fjord, which Rudyard Kipling described as the 8th wonder of the world.
Milford Fjord.
Yep, Milford Fjord, Milford Sound, or Pio Piotahi. And question 3. What author wrote the novel Whereabouts in Italian before translating it back into her native language of English? In the novel The Namesake, a character created by this American author survives a train crash and names their son Gogol.
Lahiri. Jumper
Correct.
Lahiri.
Correct. Yeah, Jumper Lahiri. And question 1 for Ian. In the 1850s, a period of famine and mass migration in southern Africa resulted from the millenarian cattle-killing movement led by Nonkawuze, a prophet from what ethnic group?
Nama.
Wrong. Anu?
Pass.
Jack?
Xhosa.
Correct, yeah, Xhosa. That's right. Question 2 for Ian. One of the pioneers of the neo soul genre, what singer released their solo debut, Doo Wop That Thing, in 1997? With that single, this co-star of Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, became the first woman since Debbie Gibson to write, produce, and record a chart-topping single.
Ooh.
10 seconds.
Franklin.
Wrong. Anu?
Hill?
Say again, sorry?
Hill?
Yeah, that's right. Lauryn Hill. Yeah, Lauryn Hill.
Right.
And final question of the round. Skims is a shapewear and clothing brand co-founded by Jens Grader and which celebrity in 2019? In 2015, this person launched an iOS app that allows users to send emojis based on her appearance.
Kardashian.
Correct, yeah. Kim Kardashian. The app is Kimoji. That's interesting. So going into round 2, Pat's on 4, everyone else on 2. Round 2, question 1 for Anu. In the battle tendency arc of the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, the Pillar Men are a group of 4 ancient beings with musically inspired names. What band inspired the name of the most junior Pillar Man? Andrew Ridgeley is the less famous member of this duo, which had a 1984 hit with Everything She Wants.
Wham.
Correct. Or Wamu is the Pillman's name. Question 2. Who is the only Peruvian to score a Europa League hat-trick? This former Werder Bremen star later joined Bayern and was the highest scoring non-German Bundesliga player until Robert Lewandowski overtook him.
Gomez.
Ron? Pat?
Pass.
Ian?
Pass.
Jack?
Pass.
It's Claudio Pizarro. And,
Any relation? No, no relation to Francisco.
possibly. With that timeline,
Yeah.
And question 3. Many of the fjords on which island can be found in the Park National Park? The Dr. Neil Trivet Observatory is located in Alert, a settlement in the far north of this island. Ten seconds.
Greenland?
Ron? Pat?
Pass.
Ian?
Greenland.
Ron? Jack?
Baffin Island.
No, it's Ellesmere Island.
So I said Greenland. Sorry about that, Ian.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you said. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Apologies.
Yes. Feel free to ask to repeat other people's answers if you're not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that can make a difference, I guess.
Sorry.
Yes,
Sorry.
No worries. No one in the wrong there. Question 1. So yes, that was Ellesmere, and it's question 1 now for Jack. Hans Berger discovered the alpha sort of what kind of waves, which operate at a frequency of approximately 7.812 to 13.28 Hertz. Other major sorts of these waves include theta waves and delta waves. Ten seconds.
Microwaves.
Rob? Pat?
Pass.
Anu?
Brainwaves?
Correct, yeah, brainwaves. Question 2 for Jack. At age 44, who is the oldest pacemaker for the Ineos 159 challenge? This Kenyan American took the gold in the 5,000 meters at the 2007 World Championships, leaving Kipchoge in second place. Ten seconds.
Pass.
Pat?
Pass.
Ian?
Pass.
Anu?
Pass.
That's Bernard Lagat. I used to imagine them running together 12 years apart like that. And question 3. Better known for their fiction, what author produced an early English translation of Spinoza's Ethics? This author wrote a novel in which Stephen Guest courts Maggie Tulliver.
Elliot.
Correct. Yeah. George Eliot.
Nice.
Yeah, the novel is Mill on the Floss. And question 1 for Pat. Who is the current Prime Minister of Sweden? This politician's first term lasted a mere 12 hours before her coalition fell apart, although she claimed the role on a more long-term basis just 5 days later.
Anderson.
Correct. Magdalena Anderson. Question 2. Peaking in intensity in the early 19th century, the period of conflict and forced migration in southern Africa had what Zulu name? The violent wars fought during Shaka Zulu's rise to power and the formation of the Zulu state are among the causes of this period of unrest.
Mpakane.
Correct. Good effort there, that's right. That's to do for the crushing. And question 3 for you, for Pat. Fanny Takinadi Pasiani slapped the tenor Balastrieri after he touched her inappropriately during the premiere of what opera? As a result, the extended mad scene became a staple of this Italian opera.
Lucia di Lammermoor.
Correct. Lucia di Lammermoor, that's right. And question 1 for Ian. Influenced by lamb shawarma, tacos al pastor is a Mexican dish inspired by immigrants from what country? Ground meat is formed into a dome-like shape in kibe, a dish from this country that Mexican Jews eat with green salsa.
Lebanon.
Correct, yeah. Lebanon, that's right. Question 2. In 1983, what Finnish director adapted the novel Crime and Punishment for the silver screen? This director of the comedy Leningrad Cowboys Go America also made the acclaimed films Drifting Clouds and The Man Without a Past.
Karasmaki.
Correct, Aki Kaurismäki. And final question of the round for Ian. Many episodes of what CBS crime drama begin by showing the crime that will be investigated. In this show, Lucy Liu played a sober companion working for a character played by Johnny Lee Miller.
Elementary.
Correct. Going into round 3, Pat on 7, Ian 5, Anu 4, Jack on 3. Round 3, question 1 for Anu. After seizing power by murdering his half-brother Shaka, what Zulu ruler massacred Boer colonists led by Pete Retief? Forces under Andries Pretorius wiped out many of this man's troops at the 1838 Battle of Blood River.
Dingane.
Correct, Dingane. That's right. Question 2. People with what medical condition experience insomnia due to the fact that delta wave activity during NREM sleep is interrupted by alpha waves? The ACR 1990 criteria are used to diagnose this condition, which causes whole body pain, has no well understood origin, and which is more common in women.
Chronic fatigue syndrome.
Well, Pat,
Pass.
Ian?
Fibromyalgia.
Correct, yeah, fibromyalgia. And question,
Nice.
yes, good answer. And question 3 for you, Anu. Andrea Frazzini, David Kabbalah, and Lasse Pedersen wrote a paper analyzing Warren Buffett's returns titled Buffett's Blank. What word fills the blank? This word denotes a variable that measures how well a stock has performed in comparison to a benchmark index. Ten seconds.
Yield.
Ron, Pat,
Pass.
Jack,
Pass.
Ian.
Pass.
This is alpha, as in seeking
Alpha. Oh, yeah.
And question 1 for Jack. The teachings of the Black nationalist 5% Nation inspired the song On and On, a 1998 hit by what neo-soul star? This core member of the Soulquarians included the single Bag Lady on her second album, Mama's Gun.
Can.
Ron, Pat,
Pass.
Anu,
Pass.
Ian.
Pass.
That's Erica Badu. Question 2 for Jack. The pillar man who possesses Suzy Q while hunting for the Red Stone of Asia is named after what band? Highway to Hell was the last album by this band to feature Bon Scott.
AC/DC.
Correct. Question 3. Local to Houston, spicy crawfish boil is a central dish of the fusion between Cajun cuisine and that of immigrants from what country? Colonization of this country led to the creation of sandwiches featuring a distinctive kind of short, soft baguette.
Vietnam.
Correct. Yeah. Viet Cajun cuisine. The second sentence refers to banh mi. That's right. And question 1 for Pat. Who is the only middle distance Olympic gold medalist among the Ineos 159 Challenge pacemakers? This American won Olympic gold thanks to a historically slow 1500 meters final. Ten seconds.
Shorter.
Ron, Anu,
Pass.
Ian.
Centrowitz.
Correct. Yeah. Matthew Centrovitz Jr. Centrovitz is fine. Question 2 for Pat. The Chekhov novella The Wife and a section of the Dostoevsky novel The Brothers Karamazov inspired Winter Sleep, a 2014 film directed by what Turkish filmmaker?
Ceylan.
Correct. Yeah. Nure Bilge Ceylan. That's right. And question 3 for Pat. The Savage X lingerie brand is part of a growing empire owned by what celebrity? In 2017, this celebrity launched a beauty brand that emphasizes inclusivity with regards to skin tone.
Rihanna.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Rihanna X Fenty. And question 1 for Ian. What sub-Antarctic island group is home to France's only major fjords? Located 3,300 kilometers southeast of Madagascar, this island group is administered from the scientific base at Port-au-Français.
Kerguelen.
Correct, yeah. Kerguelen Islands or the Desolation Islands. Question 2. Magdalena Andersson's first term ended when what party withdrew from her coalition? In 2014, Indulis Emsis of Latvia became the first head of government in the world to be from a political party with this name.
Green.
Correct. Green Party, that's right. And question 3. Charles Gounod scornfully shouted, "That melody is mine," at the premiere of what opera, when he heard an Act 3 aria performed by the village girl, Michaela. That third act had reworked music from La Laisienne, a suite by the composer of this opera.
Carmen.
Correct. Comment. And with that, Ian takes a 1-point lead. So going to round 4, Ian on 10, Pat on 9, Anu and Jack on 5. Round 4, question 1 for Anu though. So, what associate of the Odd Future Hip Hop Collective is a leading flag bearer for contemporary neo-soul music? Andre 3000 featured on the song Pink Matter from this singer's debut studio album, Channel Orange.
Ocean.
Correct, Frank Ocean. Question 2. What HBO show from the early 2000s opened each episode with a vignette about the dying moments of an LA citizen? This show concerned the Fisher and Sons funeral home, where characters played by Michael C. Hall and Peter Krause would arrange the funeral of the deceased.
6 Feet Under.
Correct, 6 Feet Under. Not as a friend thought, 1 foot in the grave. And question 3. In 2020, Andersson became the first woman to serve as the chair of the Primary Policy Advisory Committee of what organization? A former head of this organization was accused of providing special treatment to Bernard Tapie, a French politician and businessman. Ten seconds.
IMF.
Correct. And that's IMF's right. And question 1 for Jack. Men around Bayreuth supposedly got lost in the forest searching for a magic bird after the premiere of what opera? After drinking a creature's blood, the hero of this opera finds that he can understand the song of the bird who guides him.
Magic flute.
Wrong. Pat?
Pass.
Anu?
Pass.
Ian?
Pass.
That's Siegfried. Question 2, Jack. Value investment strategies tend to involve investing in companies with a low ratio of price to what other value? This value uses balance sheet account numbers to determine the value of an asset.
Risk.
Wrong. Pat?
Earnings.
Wrong. Anu?
Pass.
Ian?
Pass.
That's the price to book ratio, so book. And question 3. Owned by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the brand ZOA makes what kind of product? Another major brand that makes these products sponsors the Outbreak Music Tour, has lines named Ultra and Juiced, and has a green logo stylized to resemble a set of claws.
Energy drinks.
Correct, yeah. Same sentence about Monster, of course. And question 1 for Pat. In 2018, while playing for Red Bull Salzburg, he became the first Japanese player to score a Europa League hat-trick. and the first person to score a Europa League hat-trick for an Austrian club.
Minima.
Ron, Anu,
Pass.
Jack,
Pass.
Ian.
Pass.
Afraid you're missing a syllable. It's Mina Mino. So,
Oof.
said Nima said Takumi Mina Mino. It's unlucky, very close. And question 2 for you. The Toronto-based chef Kaoru Osada made the unusual decision to combine sushi and what other popular dish? A white version of this dish, topped with clams, is a mainstay of its distinctive New Haven variety.
Chowder.
Ron, Anu,
Pass.
Jack,
Pass.
Ian.
Pass.
That's pizza, or arpes, as it's called in New Haven. And question 3 for Pat. The leader of the Pillar Men and designer of the Evil Stone Mask is named for what band? This band had a hit with the aptly named song Drive and shares their name with a hit by Gary Newman.
Cars.
Correct, the Cars. And question 1 for Ian. Which author came to prominence as a child with a translation of The Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde? In a story by this author, Daneri instructs the narrator to look through the point of a staircase from which the entire universe can be observed.
Antoine Saint-Exupéry.
Ron? Anu?
Borges.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, story in the second sentence is the Aleph. Question 2. One of the pacemakers at the Ineos 159 challenge was what Ethiopian distance runner who finished ahead of Cheptegei of Uganda to claim the gold medal in the Olympic 10,000 meters in 2020.
Barega.
Correct. Selamon Barega. And final question of the round. Before and during REM sleep, PGO waves propagate between the pons and occipital lobe, passing through the lateral geniculate nucleus, a section of the brain that plays a key role in which sense?
Taste.
Ron? Pat?
Pass.
Anu?
Vision.
Correct. So going to the final round, Ian holds on to a 1-point lead ahead of Anu and Pat, who are both on 10, Jack on 6. Round 5, question 1 for Anu. What Polish director based the film L'Amour Braque on The Idiot by Dostoevsky? On the Silver Globe is another film by this man, who directed Sam Neill and Isabel Adjani in the 1981 horror film Possession. Ten seconds.
It's wrong. Vida.
Wrong. Pat?
Polanski.
Wrong. Jack?
Pass.
Ian?
Pass.
That's Andrei Zuwabski. Question 2. What author, who has criticized his English translator Michael Heim, translated some of his own novels into French? Beethoven's piece Es muss sein partly structures a novel by this author, in which the Sergeant Thomas escapes to Zurich from his home country.
Kundera.
Correct. Milan Kundera. And question 3. Focusing primarily on nail polishes, Pleasing is a beauty brand founded by what celebrity? In December 2020, this male singer wore a frilly dress on the cover of Vogue magazine.
Styles.
Correct, Harry Styles. Question 1 for Jack. In May 2022, Magdalena Andersson met with the Prime Minister of what other country to discuss the Joint Action Plan? In the 1980s and 90s, politicians from this country were accused of receiving kickbacks from Bofors, a Swedish munitions company. Ten seconds.
Finland.
Wrong. Pat?
France.
Wrong. Ian?
India.
Correct, yeah. Wrong. The government of Rajiv Gandhi. Question 2.
Nice.
Yes, good answer. Known as the King of Fjords, what is the largest and deepest fjord in Norway? A branch of this inlet is the notably beautiful Nera Fjord, which jointly forms a UNESCO World Heritage Site with the Geiranger Fjord. Ten seconds. Answer, please.
I don't have it, sorry.
Pat?
Sonia Ford.
Correct, yeah. Sonia Fjord. Not saying I pronounce it, but yes, that's right. No relation to Betty Fjord. And question 3 to Jack. Alongside the Herero people, what other ethnic group was the largest target of the genocide carried out by Lothar von Trotter in German Southwest Africa? These people led their name to an arid region in the northern Cape province.
Namakwa.
Correct, Namakwa. Good answer. And question 1 for Pat. What member of the Soulquarians recorded a famously sensual music video for his song, Untitled, How Does It Feel? After releasing the album Voodoo in 2000, this musician went on an extended hiatus, returning in 2014 with the album Black Messiah.
Kravitz.
Wrong. Jack?
Pass.
Anu?
D'Angelo.
Correct, D'Angelo. Question 2 for Pat. A character dies of seemingly natural or non-suspicious causes in the opening to every episode of what forensic investigation drama? Jack Klugman played the title crime-fighting coroner of this show.
Quincy.
Yep, that's right. And question 3. Early links between intelligence tests and brainwaves were pioneered by what German-English psychologist? This man, much of whose work has been formally discredited by King's College London, created a namesake personality questionnaire and linked IQ to race.
I think.
Correct, Hans Eysenck.
Hmm.
Putting the cat amongst the pigeons, going to the final three. Question 1 for Ian. Robert E.O. Speedwagon and a group of Nazi scientists discover a hidden pillar man named after what band? This band had a hit with Maria Maria, and they included a cover of Black Magic Woman on the 1970 album Abraxas.
Hmm. Black Sabbath.
Wrong. Jack?
Pass.
Anu?
Santana.
Correct. Santana?
Hmm.
Question 2 for Ian. Contrasted with value investing, what investment strategy favors newer companies that might appear expensive according to the price to book ratio? In economics, the solo swan model is used to analyze an aggregate process described by this word.
Growth.
Correct. That's right. So there's one growth model. And final question on regulation play, at least.
Mhm.
2 Uruguayans have scored a Europa League hat-trick. Edinson Cavani and which current Benfica star? The top scorer in the 2022 Primeira Liga. In the most recent Champions League, this player scored in both legs of Benfica's quarterfinal defeat against Liverpool.
Suarez.
Wrong. Jack?
Pass.
Pat?
Garcia.
Wrong. Anu?
Itsu.
No, it's Darwin Nunez. So congratulations to Anu for taking the
Yeah,
victory.
well done.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Yes, well played. That's a very exciting game. Yeah, great answers, everyone. I'm sure that the fans at home will be sad that this one wasn't streamed, perhaps. Cool. If there's any comments or anything on the set before I let you go,
you. Super excited.